Hello again. Well, thanks for tuning in to part 2 of 4 hearts and 1 treadmill. Speaking of hearts, have you done your push-ups today? Have you done your arm curls, your leg curls? What are they called? The burpee thing? Your, what's the thing where you lay on your elbows? Planking. Have you done planking today? Don't forget to do that. Yesterday, my calf started hurting, and I looked down at my Garmin, this one, and it said 25 flights of stairs. So I'm like, holy cow, no wonder my calves are tight. That's not what the video is about. 4 hearts. 4 hearts meaning 4 watches. And if you watched part 1, awesome, thank you. Not my best video, but one of the most difficult to make because I had to connect the main video feed, me talking, and then I had to bring in a screen video segment of my phone recording of Withings, another one for Garmin, another one for Fitbit, and then I was doing an audible of my heart rate. So, and we're gonna get to this. This is the Polar, oh crap, where'd my glasses go? Old man moment. Yeah, Polar H10. Wanna make sure I grab the right one. This one's really cool because it's really flexible, and if you remember the heart rate monitors from old, they were so rigid. This one you just snap it on, and as soon as you do that, it's on, and as soon as it starts sensing your heart rate, so I normally just go like this. I just lick it. Chris, Jeff, Keith, if you're watching this, I know you think that's gross. I still do it because after I work out, I take this off and I rinse this off in the shower quickly. Anyway, and it's orange. How much better can you get than that? This was on sale for 80 bucks off Polar's website. And I got it because, which I'm currently not testing, so it was drawered. And it also works with this Garmin, this one right here. Sorry, this is my OnePlus. And it also works with the, where'd it go? Oh, I loaned that to a friend. It also works with the Garmin Instinct Solar. And it also works with the Enduro, and it also works with the Garmin Tactics. And I believe it also works with some of the Vivo Active models. Anyway, those are all different videos. Slight tangent, I apologize. Okay, let's stay on the script. Heart rate, that's why we're all here. Which heart rate is the most accurate? Which device is gonna give you the best data when you're working out? And that's what I wanted to test. So I could do multiple tests, and like one test would be just work out with this, connect it to my phone or to a watch and compare it to Samsung. Then do another test. Compare this to another Garmin. Compare this to Fitbit. Compare this to the Withings ScanWatch. Well, that's a lot of workouts. So I'm like, well, screw it. I'll just wear 8 devices all at once. This is the problem. When you start tripling up or doubling up, it's really uncomfortable, and when you run, everything moves. So we're gonna get naked. Technology naked. We'll take off the OnePlus. That's not applicable. We'll take off Apple Watch, even though I am gonna do another test just on Apple versus Garmin. So like and subscribe if you wanna see that. And I'll do one comparing the Amazon Halo View. Oh, that feels better. So now the only thing I have on is the Garmin Instinct Solar and the ScanWatch by Withings. But, slight error, I was not wearing the Phoenix that day. I was wearing the vivomove Style, which, wow, what a difference. I just lost 20 grams. This thing is a beast, but man, does it track everything. So there we go. My wife is wearing my Fitbit today, so you won't be seeing that on camera, but I'll throw a little picture of it on the screen so you can see it. Number 1, Polar Grid X, that was connected to the heart rate, and that was very accurate, but was it more accurate than the ScanWatch and the Garmin vivomove Style or the Fitbit Charge? Let's take a look at the data and I will show you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna continue to talk to you like this, and then I'm gonna do a screen recording, which is really cool if you've never done a screen recording before. Okay, so now we have both my screens up and we'll record one. We'll turn that one off because it's a duplicate, and we'll start off with Polar. So to start my screen recording, hopefully you can see that. Step number one, I bring up my screen like so. Step number two, you want to click, if you have a Mac, and put it into sleep mode so you don't get pop-ups. And then you open up QuickTime. So I just open up the QuickTime player, and then I click cancel. QuickTime remains open, and then right here at the top, you just go to File, New Screen Recording, and you put on your glasses so you can see. And then it's going to ask you to record a screen. So it automatically maps out the area, which is pretty good. That's kind of what I want. And then I can do options, and then I can do record. Okay, 3 second, yep, QuickTime, yep, that sounds good. And then it gives me a 5-second countdown, and now you should see my recorded screen. Awesome. So Polar, if we go back in time to the 11th, that's when the workout was. So now it's going to show us our workout of the treadmill. Really good details by Polar. Shows treadmill running, shows my afternoon lunch run. And if I hold my cursor over this, you can see the details of my heart rate spikes as I'm running faster on the treadmill. Really useful information. Also, it has the average heart rate, it has killer calories, etc., etc. Now, this heart rate that we're looking at is not the heart rate from the Polar Grid X. The Polar Grid X, again, was connected to the heart rate strap. So there's my heart rate data. We have 121 average, so remember that. And then we'll do maxing, and I'll summarize this in just a minute. So now let's look at Withings. Withings also has the ability for you to look at your data on the web, which is so much better than looking at a watch or looking on the small app. Well, I mean, okay, that is a gorgeous screen. Thank you, OnePlus. Shameless plug. Hasselblad. Say it with me. Hasselblad. It's just fun. All right, so now we have ScanWatch, and we can go to that workout by going back in time to last month, go to the 11th, and we can view that workout. So now we'll go to journal, daily steps, heart rate. January 11th, keep going, keep going. 17th, almost there, wait for it. There we go, daily steps, indoor running, hour and 17 minutes. So it gives us our average heart rate. Huh, that's kind of weird. Huh, that did not work. Let's try that again. January 3rd through the 9th, the 10th through the 11th. It's not really good. Okay, duration, distance, calories, under running goal. It's not really giving us what we want, is it? Well, this is why you join my channel. You like to troubleshoot. Why isn't it giving us the details? No, I don't want the goal. I want my workout. Okay, so average heart rate 127, that's all it's going to tell us. It didn't do the distance, and that's a real bummer, Withings. Your treadmill details are insufficient in my terms. And I don't care so much about steps. That can be quite feckless, but I would like a little more heart rate data for that almost hour and a half workout. So that's disappointing, but 127. And if we pop back to Polar, 121. Okay, now we'll check out Garmin. Garmin's really easy to find. So I had to log it as the stair stepper because the vivomove doesn't have treadmill. That's really annoying. But we have the heart rate info. Look at all these beautiful details. We have max heart rate, we have the zones. So max heart rate 180, average 125. Okay, nice. And then had it been a treadmill workout, similar to the one that you can log on the Garmin Fenix, not only do you get all that data, but it also shows you your step count and you can do laps, and after the treadmill workout's done, you can actually type in and say, yes, that was 3.1 miles or 6.27, and it can be very accurate. That's very nice. So next we'll go to Fitbit dashboard, and then right here we have the stair treadmill workout. We can click right on it and it opens up. And so 117, very low. It does have the steps. It has our impact, so 106 active minutes. That's really good actually for Fitbit. But if you look, why is the average heart rate so down? Now, part of the workout, it was around my ankle, but that doesn't really matter that much. It should have been a lot more accurate. So we have our lowest from Fitbit, and I was actually I was also wearing the Oura Gen 3, surprise! So it wasn't just 4 gadgets, well, it was actually more than that. It was actually 6. I was measuring it with the Oura Ring Gen 3 and the Oura Ring 2. All right, and that really doesn't tell us anything because it's still in beta mode and it doesn't really have the heart rate while we're working out, unless we look at the heart rate info during the workout. So there's 2 a.m., 4 a.m. that's resting, 12 a.m. Okay, here it is, January 11th, right around 12. It didn't quite work. That's a bummer. I mean, it has activity burn, but it doesn't really show us. That's disappointing, Oura. So we've been disappointed by Oura. We've been disappointed by Fitbit. Really, all we have left is Garmin. Okay, Garmin 125. Withings it just says 127, kind of high. And basically, when you're running, if you really, really want awesome stats, what you need to have is consistent data and accurate. And I know they're two different terms, but to be consistent, you need to be accurate. And if you want to be accurate, it helps to be accurate every time. And really, the most accurate heart rate out of all these gadgets that I have on my desk, not even the ones that I tested in that video. So here's your brainful. Who do you think the winner is after viewing that data with me? Anyone? Anyone? Polar. The chest strap is right next to your heart. You can't go wrong. And look at all those sensors. Good grief. I mean, look at that. That's more sensors than you can shake a stick at. Yeah. So $80, you don't have to wear a watch. You just buy this. It's a transmitter. It doesn't count your steps, but it accurately tells you your heart rate. And that's really what you want. It doesn't really matter how far you go. You know, when you first start working out, you wear your heart rate, you walk on the treadmill for 1 minute. That's all you do. And then the next day, you increase that by 1%. Okay, what's 1% of 1 minute? A few seconds. And then before you know it, you're walking on the treadmill for 2 minutes, and then 5, and then 10. Who cares how fast you go? Keep it at a half a mile per hour or 1 mile per hour. But watch your heart rate when you first start working out. This is your gauge. This is your temperature gauge to let you know if you should push yourself further and farther. So see what I did there with the, to run further in life, you need to go, sorry, what? I said my own quote wrong. To run farther to go further in life. And you can do that with your heart rate monitoring. So there are the stats. I hope that helped. I was really surprised by Fitbit until I measured it against this and Withings and Garmin. So in first place, we have Polar. In second place, we have Garmin as far as accuracy. And Withings, it kind of jumped around a lot. And the big thing was that when you start sprinting, whether you're on a treadmill or a bike or rowing machine, when you really start pushing, this sensor around your chest gives you that immediate feedback, where the others, they'd be at 115 and then all of a sudden, then they jump to 130 or 140. With this one connected to my Polar Grid X, it's just smoothly going up 115, 116, 117, and you know exactly what's going on with your body. Whereas with Most of the others, you get little jumps. Garmin, not so much. Withings, they have some work to do. Probably the worst though was Fitbit. Yeah, Fitbit and Aura. Aura doesn't have the ability yet. Oh, you can see the little green lights. It's trying to measure my heart rate now because it knows I'm still. It can't measure your heart rate when you're moving. You can try it. I've tried it at least 33 times. It just fails miserably. But hopefully they'll get that fixed. I really hope so, because I spent $400 on this ring back in November with faith and Aura, crossing my fingers that they would deliver. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone's support. And let me know if you have any questions and if you question my accuracy. No, I'm not a scientist, but I believe in the hypothesis and the theories that I came with, and I believe that the data that I've studied. And my money's on Polar and Garmin right now. Apple's pretty good, and we'll know that for sure in my next test. Thank you so much for watching day 2. And yes, let the credits roll for the Paramount Kid. We'll see you again in, I don't know, 88 hours or sooner. Goodbye. Many minutes later, heart rate not dropping as fast as I would like. 121 according to the chest strap. Let's take a look at the others. Hawkeye. Where's that remote? Oh, 1 year later follow-up. This is a Vizio TV that we got from Costco. It works great up until about a month ago. Well, yeah, about a couple weeks ago, we had problems with the remote. I shut down the entire TV, left it off overnight, put in new batteries. It's been fine for the last day. Cross your fingers, but yeah, I like Vizio. We have another Vizio in the house and it's almost 10 years old. So good job, Vizio. And play. Okay, I need to cool down a little faster, so I'm gonna go up to 2. And normally I like to cool down for at least a mile, at least a half a mile. On the longer runs, I'll cool down sometimes for 2 miles, but I haven't ran that far, so that's been not needed.
You
Yeah, if you have time to run, always make time to stretch and cool down. I find it's really good for my joints and my spine and just my muscles, everything. And then drink water. Garmin actually recommends how much you drink because it tries to estimate how much you lost in your workout. Awesome feature. I'll show you that in a minute. What else was I going to show you? Oh, I got this new weight set for Christmas. Let me show you how cool it is. One last check with the Aura. It's saying 124, which was spot on according to chest strap, Garmin 116, Fitbit 125. Good job, Aura. Good job. And I really like those pretty green lights. Look at those. Can you see them? There we go. Measuring heart rate. Hold still. Hold very, very still. 75? Come on, Aura. No wonder this isn't a beta feature. Whereas Garmin is 104, Polar 118, Fitbit 121. I trust the Polar H10 the best. Okay, one last time on the Oura Ring. I guess I didn't mention earlier, there are chapter shortcuts down below. 75 again. And I'm holding still. Okay, I won't move my left hand. Chest strap. 118, 116. Well, I'm gonna let you look at all these while I go grab my weights. Wasn't that fun? That was so much fun. Okay, we're gonna switch and film on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 now.